Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tabwa.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilaiti Ambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, over $31 million drug bust in the CAUBATI. Yvette Nikolic found not guilty of all charges. And illegal fishing continues to be a concern.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Akosita Pale.
In another shocking drug discovery in the country, more than $31 million worth of cocaine was seized right here in our own backyard. Police last Thursday raided a home of a Canadian national and seized over 30 bars of the illicit drug from his CAUBATI home in Suva. 24-year-old Joshua Aziz Rahman, a Canadian national residing in CAUBATI Nasinu, has been charged with one count of being in unlawful possession of illicit drugs. He was arrested last Thursday following a drug raid at his home, where he was found in possession of 39.5 kilogram bars of white powder. The powder was sent for analysis and later tested positive to be cocaine worth over 31 million Fijian dollars. The Canadian national appeared in the Nasinu Magistrates Court this afternoon and was represented by a lawyer. He has been further remanded in police custody pending further investigation. The matter has been transferred to the Suva High Court as it's an indictable offence, as well as considering the amount and value of the illicit drugs. The court has also advised the defence to file a bail application at the Suva High Court, as the case will now be dealt by them. The matter will now be called on the 1st of next month. Australian national Yvette Nikolic was emotional this afternoon as the Suva High Court acquitted her of all charges and let her walk free after 8 months in custody. Yvette and her husband John Nikolic were charged after drugs, cash, arms and ammunition were found on board their yacht, the Shenanigans, in NADI last year. Rachel Nath with the details.
Yvette's lawyer Ronald Gordon had filed a no case to answer in the High Court last Friday, which was today allowed by Justice Daniel Gounder. Justice Gounder says just because she was married and living on the yacht for 4 months with John doesn't incriminate her for the crimes he is accused of. The judge stated that the prosecution's case against Yvette was entirely based on circumstantial evidence. Justice Gounder says apart from owning the vessel and accompanying her husband on the journey, there is no evidence that she was in control of the vessel. Gordon spoke on behalf of Yvette, thanking the judicial system for upholding justice.
Maintained her innocence from the beginning. It's taken us a long 8 months to get here, and a just result has occurred. Like I said, we always maintained that we're not guilty of any of the charges, and today you heard the judge find in favor of my client that there was no evidence at all against her on any of the charges.
Yvette was jointly charged with John for 2 counts each of importing an illicit drugs, with 2 alternative counts of possessing an illicit drug. The couple were arrested after authorities seized 13 bricks of cocaine weighing 15 kilograms as well as ecstasy tablets with an estimated value of $30 million from their yacht. John's charges are still applicable and stands. Rachel Nath, FBC News.
18 local fishing vessels were given fixed penalty notices, while 2 are yet to face court for illegal fishing. According to the Fisheries Ministry, the 2 vessel owners have pending cases in court for non-payment of fines. And in an exclusive interview with FBC News, Fisheries Minister Semikora Lavesau says they've collected around $52,000 in sport fines from illegal fishing alone. Ali Kimbia with the story.
The highlight of a report released by the Fisheries Ministry is the number of fixed penalty notices given to fishing vessels and the amount of revenue collected by the ministry from September last year.
But basically the emphasis was on coastal and inshore fisheries, and we've collected the data, and we basically have been able to identify the illegal activities that carried on.
Coroila-Bissau says the stats provided signifies the amount of monitoring and surveillance carried out on Fiji waters.
We've also divided the two activities between inshore and coastal, and also the fisheries that includes tuna, which is within the EEZ. All this stat is now available, and basically that's what we have provided for you.
With this being a major concern, Coroila-Bissau has sent out a stern warning to all vessel owners to abide by the law.
They continue to contravene the conditions stipulated in their fishing license. They will continue to be prosecuted, but they basically understand what is required of them.
The ministry has also stated that a lot of written warnings have been issued to fishermen who are first offenders. However, they will face the full brunt of the law if they continue to fish illegally. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Fiji Sevens captain Kalione Nasoko pleaded guilty to the charges of driving under the influence of alcohol at the NADI Magistrates Court today. Nasoko was arrested by police on the 8th of this month at Malolo Nandi after failing a breathalyzer test. The defense lawyer informed the court they will be filing their written mitigation submission soon. Nasoko will be sentenced on the 29th of next month. His bail has been extended. Still to come, more than 1,000 loans approved by FDB, and Lao Group raised concerns on turtle ban. Details after the break.
Bula, neva ngo malkai leloma, ngo ngai nakas ondo bagrong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai sa Lambasa, ya ondo talita na barong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Gua do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka, talita kina na barong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Wana tunga ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere nawaluan.
Na vengo fane na tao ngo singa toka, kita ondo talita ka ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
1,251 loans valued at over $87 million was approved by the Fiji Development Bank in the 2017 financial year. FDB Chief Executive Mike Clough says these loans were granted in the areas of agriculture, manufacturing, small and medium enterprises, transport and communication. Catherine Krishna has more.
Out of the 1,251 loan approvals, 831 were applications received from the agriculture sector.
Our market share, particularly in agriculture, is around 45 to 50%. For sugar, in the sugar cane sector, it's 99%. Overall, our market share, total financing within Fiji, is 5 to 6%.
The chief executive says they are also providing financial literacy for the farmers.
So our new product, the Agricultural Family Loan Scheme, which was launched in November last year in Mombasa, is an example where we like to encourage customers to be more financially literate. Okay? We are prepared to provide training in financial literacy.
Chair for the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Economic Affairs, Vijay Nath, suggested that the bank look into other sectors of loan provision for farmers as well.
Sheds. Are you still funding them? One, home loan. Honorable Assistant Minister Suga has already asked, but somebody just catch me to ask for home loan, upgrading, etc. If you're not giving this loan now, they were arrangement before. If you can talk to your board.
The bank says farmers are taking advantage of the government's strategic focus on the agriculture sector and are applying for loans to buy more machines for their farms. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
The implementation of human rights is a journey and no country is perfect, says Fiji's permanent representative to the UN, Ambassador Nazad Shamim Khan. Speaking on FBC TV's Current Affairs program last night, Ambassador Khan says the Fijian constitution plays a vital role when it comes to human rights issues. Ritika Pratap has more.
It is important to understand that the promotion and the implementation of human rights is always a work in progress.
We are lucky because we have a progressive constitution with a strong Bill of Rights, which is based on ICCPR and ISESCA rights. So it is a really good merger of both civil and political rights. So this merger in our constitution really gives us a head start. for implementation. But of course, it's not as easy as that.
Ambassador Nazat Shamim Khan says it is the job of a mission in Geneva to inform the members of the UN human rights of what's happening in Fiji.
So a really important responsibility of the Geneva mission is to translate human rights on the ground here in Fiji so we can proceed on this journey, that we can hasten this journey, making the implementation of human rights more effective. And ultimately the test is this: if you are a member of society here of no particular status or wealth, if you have rights of access to all of the institutions which reflect human rights, then we're getting there.
Fiji is the first ever Pacific Island nation to become a member of the United Nations Human Rights Council. The membership is for 3 years. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
There's been issues raised in the Lao group regarding the ban on the harvest of sea turtles, which came into effect last month by the Fisheries Ministry. This also includes any sale, possession and transport of the protected species. Minister Semikoroila Vesau says more clarification and awareness needs to be done on the ban.
There has been issues raised in Lao on the allocation of the allowed time from November to April every year, because that is the nesting period. The clarification that they needed was how is it an open policy for them to harvest turtle, but then we explained to them the normal procedures that they apply.
Sugarcane farmers have made a lot of positive recommendations during recent public consultations. Lands Minister Ashnil Sudhakar says the consultations are being held by the Fiji Sugar Corporation and the Sugar Ministry to get the farmers' views that will help them draft a national sugar policy. Sudhakar says farmers are also raising issues concerning their land. The minister says farmers have been very vocal about their plight.
Some of the ideas that came to us, we never expected from that crowd, but some good ideas came about, like having some sort of welfare scheme for cane cutters as well. Because, you know, cane cutters are not looked upon very highly in society.
Coming up in sports later with Jamie Newley, Fiji Bati coach plans to develop skills of local players, but first Rachel is here now with business.
Thanks, Akasita. Good evening, and coming up after the break. NADI Airport recognized as one of the leading green airports. And in Going Fiji, mobile supermarket now popular in urban areas. Stay with us.
Lola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singapore. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Yeni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Leading business tonight, NADI International Airport has been recognized by Airports Council International Asia Pacific as one of the leading green airports in the Asia Pacific region. NADI International Airport received silver recognition in the less than the 1 million passengers per annum category. The program recognizes outstanding achievements of airports in the environmental projects. NADI International Airport is one of the 9 airports celebrated in Green Airports Recognition 2019. And we now join Sharon from HFC Bank with the latest from the money market.
Let's have a quick review of action on the South Pacific Stock Exchange last week. 7 of the listed stocks were traded, noting various price changes. Kinetic Growth Fund shares ended the week at $1.04, noting a 2 cents rise. Fijian Holding shares recorded an 11-cent growth to end the week at a share price of $1.31, while Fiji Television shares dropped by 9 cents and closed the week at a price of $2.30. Following these price movements, the overall market capitalization increased by 1.02% and ended the week at $3.24 billion. And that's all the latest from our local stock market. Pinaka.
Thanks, Sharon. On to the exchange rates as it was set this morning. A fairly strong day for the Fijian dollar, with our dollar rising against most of the currencies we cover, with the exception of the Aussie and Kiwi dollars, which bounced to regain from the slippage of Friday. Now, taking a look at the commodities market, majority of the commodities were on the rise today. Oil prices were up more than $1 to just under $56 per barrel. Gold rose more than $10 to close at $1,324 an ounce, and silver closed at $15.83 an ounce. And in Growing Fiji tonight, they are popping up in many urban areas around the world. But in Fiji, it's servicing our rural remote population. Eleanor Thurangavu reports that mobile supermarkets is bringing the stores to customers' doorsteps.
It's just like a supermarket, but on wheels. This mobile supermarket comes 4 times a week and is keeping villagers stocked up on groceries.
In this truck, everything is there. Whatever they want, they call me, they make an order, so I bring to them.
The 5-ton truck carries hundreds of items, from daily necessities and household items to frozen goods. Its service is bringing relief to hundreds of households across South Taveuni.
When they go to do the shopping in just like town Nangara, they have to pay their taxi fare $60, $40, sometimes $50. So I decide that I buy one truck and I do the delivery house to house.
Praveen Kumar started this mobile supermarket business back in 2012 and has developed good relations with his customers.
So everything I bring for them, if the thing is short, I don't leave them and I go home. No, I just go home and I bring it again from my shop and I let them be happy.
Kumar's relationship with his customers also goes beyond the cash transactions.
If anybody died in the village, that's my free service. I go from here to the mortuary in Waiabo. Between these 7 years, I brought 67 people died in South.
Kumar plans to expand his mobile supermarket business, but only time will tell. Already he has 2 trucks. Eleanor Thurangavu, FBC News.
And that's a wrap from the business desk for tonight. Jamie joins you now with all the very latest in sports.
Thanks and good evening. In sports tonight, Fiji men's 7 squad moves camp west. And the latest from top 14 rugby. This and more coming up.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasari Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
An 18-member extended Fiji Airways men's 7 squad will set up camp in Singatoka this week to prepare for the Las Vegas tournament. Heading into the final preparation phase, Coach Gareth Beba says the squad has maintained a fiercely competitive training environment for the last few weeks. The extended squad will train at Lawanga Park until Wednesday, then will go on a short break to spend time with family before jetting off to the United States on Friday. Fiji National Rugby League coach Brandon Costin hopes to put together a formidable team to participate in the New South Wales Cup in the future. Costin says he'll closely monitor the Vodafone Cup competition, scouting for players to build a strong Fiji residents team that will compete internationally.
We want to develop those players into becoming residence players and then on into hopefully a New South Wales Cup side, which is like the 2nd or 3rd strongest rugby league competition in the world. So if we've got a local team from Fiji competing in the 3rd best competition in the world, I think, you know, they're professional, they're going to be getting paid.
Tailewu schools currently lead the Fiji Secondary Schools Rugby League competition. Ratu Kandabulevu School and Queen Victoria School continued their dominance in the fourth round of competition over the weekend. Koroi Tandolala reports.
PG Secondary School Rugby League Southeastern Zone President Aquila Vetu says defending champion RKS along with QVS are leading the competition.
The Giants of Tailebu, they are currently on song with their games. They're winning all their games, RKS and QVS. And we also have these two that are currently playing Maristans, and John Wesley could be a threat from this from the Suba area.
RKS Sports Coordinator Walesi Sokoiwasa says they're aware of the tough competition ahead and they won't back down when challenged by other schools.
We know that the other schools are gunning for RKS, especially the giant schools like Nasinu Secondary School used to be the champion of rugby leagues in Fiji. Also Maris Brothers, strong contenders, QVS especially coming hard this year, and also the Western schools, knowing that they also play good rugby league.
Round 5 of the Fiji Secondary School Rugby League competition continues this weekend at the BDC grounds. Koroi Tandulala, FBC Sports.
A number of Fijians were in full flight in the French top 14 over the weekend. While some players' tries contributed to a win for their team, others weren't so lucky. Meli Tavanga has more.
Fijian Fedeliato put in another stunning performance for Clermont in their 40-15 victory over the Bordeaux Bagle, scoring a try in the 44th minute of play. Fellow Fijian Semiran Rana then scored for Bagle in the 62nd minute. However, it was not enough to match up the strong score margin of the Clermont side. Nona Kaitadi displayed an exceptional try in the 52nd minute as Lyon overcomes Stade Francais 24-13. Meanwhile, Joe Rokodako's try was not enough for Racing 92 as they trailed Toulouse 27-43 this morning. After round 16 of the competition, Toulouse leads the standings with 58 points, 2 points ahead of second place Clermont and 5 points ahead of third place La Rochelle. Melitamanga, FBC Sports.
The OFC Executive Committee will soon meet to confirm which member association will replace the Solomon Islands at the Under-17 FIFA World Cup later this year. This after the Solomon Federation was found breaching both the OFC Disciplinary Code and the OFC Under-16 Championship 2018 regulations when they fielded player Chris Satu, who was born before 1st January 2002. Fiji Football Association President Rajesh Patel says it was the Fiji FA that brought this to the attention of the OFC and they are glad all their evidence was correct.
We had to provide evidence to Oceania Discipline Committee and everything, so we did that and everything, and the Discipline Committee of Oceania finally found that yes, the player was overage and everything, and now the Executive Committee of Oceania Football has to decide on who will be the second representative with New Zealand.
The Sydney Roosters claimed a 20-8 win over Wigan in the 2019 World Club Challenge this morning. Brett Morris was the star of the match, scoring a hat-trick in the first half to help his side come out on top. Kiwi golfer Ryan Fox has snatched the biggest victory of his career, winning his maiden European title at the World's Super 6 in Perth, Australia. Fox's win ends a 10-year European title drought for male New Zealand golfers. In today's Play of the Day, we take a look at Benito Masilevu's crucial try for Agen in the 1910 win over Toulon. The Fijian outpacing former All Black Julian Savea at the score, with some reporting it was the straw that broke the camel's back for Savea's career with Toulon. That's it from sports tonight. Angie joins you later on with weather. And in the world of the weird and the wonderful, we take a look at a gym for your face. Details coming up.
मैं नवनीत नंद नंबुआ लुम्बुआ से जैसे प्रेनी नोट मशहूर है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 फेमस है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
In tonight's new media, a Cosmo communicator, which is something like an Android phone, meets mini laptop. And we now join Angie with the latest in weather.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. Hope you had a wonderful and a bit rainy weekend. It was a glorious day throughout the country today. Well, half the day was glorious and the rest saw rain. The weather from previous weeks have been quite predictable. Half day sees rain and it's a must. Taking a spin in the west, quite mild, scattered clouds and showers will be around. Eastwards from Pakaba to Suva, a mix between sun and light showers and more can be expected later tonight. And up north, quite cool with showers also expected. At sea, easterly winds 10 to 15 knots, moderate to rough seas. For the tides, low tide at 11:53 p.m. and high tide at 6:08 a.m. Sunrise at 6:01. For tomorrow, a bit like today, quite steamy with heavy afternoon falls, so be well equipped while stepping out in the morning. Tomorrow's temps, Savu Savu and Ba will see 29 degrees. And looking further on to Wednesday, the same sun shower channel will follow. Well, have a great week ahead. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Akosita.
Thanks, Angie. In Fijian Pulse tonight, we asked, do you think the setup of an environmental hotline will reduce damages to our environment?
It's help us to protect environmental life.
The toll-free number initiative is good.
I think this initiative is very good. It will help our environment.
Oh yeah, this toll-free number will help protect our environment.
Now recapping the main stories, over $31 million drug bust in CAUBATI. Yvette Nikolic found not guilty of all charges laid against her, and illegal fishing continues to be a concern. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question segment, last week we asked, is drug becoming a major social problem for Fiji? 54% said yes. And this week we are asking, do you think an environmental hotline will reduce damages to our environment? Visit our FBC website to answer. And before we go, our shot of the day sent in by Felipe Sova. This picture was taken at Malolo Island Resort. And you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share with us via our Facebook page, FBC News, or you can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, stay safe and good night.
Bula, nevang go malakay leloma, ngongai nakas ondu magrong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai sa Ilambasa, ya ondu talita na warong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Guya Dr. Meli, ako na tao no hinga toka, talita kina na warong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Ewan na tunga ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere namuan.
Nevang go fani na tao no go singa toka, kita ondu talita ka ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.